All right, so here's your list of data. Of course, you already went ahead and named these, it looks like, to the correct, but it's fine. What I do is I just copy all this, right? Like I just Control A, Control C. You can select it all by going here and then right clicking. Same idea, you would just copy it. So that's what we'll do. We'll go to the on market property filter. So real quick, all of these should be completely empty. So let's just go ahead and delete everything in here. So properties, filter properties, go scrub, ready to upload. Your master is the only one that should stay like this. Okay, it needs to stay in the same format. If you want to delete all the current records right now, the new copy only has my name, so you can just leave it in there. Just leave this tab master. So if you want to go ahead and re-download it, if you already downloaded the old V2, all I did was change it and delete everything and just leave my name. But anyways, I'm just going to follow the instructions step by step. First thing, address, city, zip, state needs to be the same in the data that we have from right here. So again, I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to go to the properties and then per cell, just paste it. So address, city, state, zip. Are we following the same instructions? Address, cities, zip, state, okay. And then MLS agent name, agent phone number, agent email. So MLS agent name, correct, agent phone, and then agent email. Okay, so if there's any spaces or lowercase, make sure that's exactly what's mentioned in the instructions. All right, so now that you have this, how many properties do we have in here? Looks like we have a lot. 300, so we're gonna have to run this a few times. I see right now did you already scrub this data or not yet?
That is fresh data right out of propstream. Not done anything to it yet.
All right, cool. So that's perfect. All right, so first step we're gonna do is generate Zillow links. That's step one. If you go to the instructions, we went in and uploaded the list. We made sure all the headers were correct. All the sorting, removing any properties less than 15,000 for rentals. That's optional. I didn't do it. You're more than welcome to do it. And then click on step one. Okay. And that's what we did just now. The script is running. What it's basically doing is just going through and adding Zillow links on all of these properties. It shouldn't take more than, I don't know, a minute or so, but we'll let it go and let it finish.
And you can bring whatever list you want in here no matter what, because when you're importing it into a workflow, it doesn't really matter. You're just mapping whatever fields you want to map, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Because we're not doing any calculations here. As long as those 7 headers are in there, it'll run. If you don't have anything else in there and just those 7 headers, it'll still work. The whole point here is really just for organization of the sold and off market as well as the scrub data. We'll know when it's done when it populates. It says Zillow links up here. So. All right, cool. So we got all of our Zillow links, the script finished. The next step, if we go back to the instructions, is to start step 2. So while we're on this page, we're gonna go and click fetch Zillow status. Now, this will only run for 6 minutes, which equates to about 100 properties. So of course we are gonna have to run this script multiple times, especially if we have more than 100 properties. So we'll let this run. Yeah, so it started back from the top. So it, based off when's the last time maybe you had a shorter list, like I had a shorter list last time, I ran through, it's going to start at whatever number, but it's ultimately will go back to that top. So I wish every time I cleared it out, it would start from the top, but I don't think that matters anyways, as long as we get them all done. It's funny, the first 3 properties you have are sold right away. Awesome, propstream.
Bravo, bravo.
I
Which is
mean,
the reason you made this.
well, I mean, we have 9 out of like over 100 searches right now, over 100 properties that are, that's like what, 9% so far. All right, so now that all of the Zillow statuses have updated on here, like I said, it takes 6 minutes per 100 records. Sometimes it'll start wherever you left off, but if you click it again, it'll start back from the top. So don't be surprised if it starts at number 200. All right, so now that we have all this ready to go, we can go and start step 3. And we'll go ahead and do that. Filter and transfer. What that will do is it'll filter all of the properties without the sold and off market. If we look over here, we have how many properties right now? In here, 382, and we have 21 that were marked as off market or sold. So that should be 361, 362, somewhere around there. It should populate. So we'll let this go. Let it take its time. Transfer everything over. All right, so cool. So we're at 361 like we just said. So that's good. All right, so now that these properties are filtered, if you go back to the instructions, what does it say we want to do? Click step 4, cross-check your scrubbed agents. Now, right now at the moment, there is no agents in here except me, myself, and I. And so right now, all of the filtered properties should populate in the Go Scrub. And we'll show another example a little bit later where we redo this with a few properties in the master scrub, which we'll go ahead and delete at the end. But for now, let's go ahead and click on step 4, cross-check. And what that'll basically do is populate them all right here. Again, basically just another filter. If you had any in the master scrubbed, then it would put them directly into ready to upload, which you can put into your CRM. We'll let this go. All right, cool. So now that we have here, like we said, there's nothing in the ready to upload because we have nothing in our master list. But now you need to take this data and scrub the emails and the phone numbers. All right, so once you scrub your data, go ahead and paste the column for the email status and your phone line types for your phone verification and your email verification using bulk email checker. Paste them over here. The next step would probably be for you to filter these. So data, create a filter, choose your status. You want to leave the past ones and click on failed, or sorry. Do not look at the past ones real quick. And so we can look at these, and then we can go ahead and just delete selected rows. Again, if you want to take these and cut them and paste them on a separate sheet to find, different emails, you're more than welcome to. But for this example, we're just going to go ahead and delete them. And so now if I do that, those are all gone. And if I go back to email status right here and select past, we have all of our past emails. Again, you can do the same thing for the phone numbers. If you don't want them in there, say we got a few VoIP and toll-free numbers in here. You do the same exact thing, but if you're using Easy LOI, you probably just care about the emails. If you plan on texting, then yes, you want to go ahead and filter that as well. So same idea, deselect the cell phone, select your toll-free and VoIP. You got these properties now. You can go ahead and select them, right-click, delete selected rows, scroll back to the right, and then click on cell phone again. So now both your emails and your cell phones are cleaned out in the Go Scrub. So once this is clean, now we can go ahead to the next step, which is organize the data. Okay. What this will do is it'll populate these properties that are in your Go Scrub that are already ready into the ready to upload, as well as it'll update your master scrub list with all these new properties you just scrubbed. So you don't have to clean them all over again next time. So we'll go. All right, now that you click step 5, it'll start populating all the properties that are ready to upload, as well as it'll update your master scrub list. So that next time you do not have to scrub these agents all over again. and we'll let that process. Again, it's going to take its time. But once this is completely done, the script, this list you can literally download as a CSV file and upload into your CRM right away. All right, so now that this list is completely done, the script is done running. You'll see the ready to upload. You have 23 properties. To download this CSV file, click File, Download, CSV, and it will download. As well as now your master scrub list is fully populated with all of these. So you have 325 in here. So that looks good as well. Now, as promised, I'm going to show you guys what happens when we go ahead and delete this entire thing, assuming we have, let's say, another list a month later, 2 months later, you pull from the same area. I guess this is Nevada. And then we're going to redo this entire process for the scrub and ready to upload. So this is you want to make sure your data is clean. The only thing that we want to keep is still the master list. I'm going to assume the properties already went through Zillow and I checked the statuses. We're going to keep that. So the filters is the only thing we want to keep for this example. But I don't want to keep all these properties or else they're all going to populate into ready to upload. So what I'll do is I'll take, I don't know, a good chunk of these and just go ahead and delete them. Well, so we only have, 100 to look at. So if I go back here, the next step would be going back to cross-checking your scrub list. So we've already generated the Zillow links, we fetched the statuses off market, and we filtered and transferred them to filtered properties. So right now the Go Scrub is empty, the ready to upload is empty, but you have a few master lists that you scrubbed prior, last month, so forth, yesterday. So go back here, we'll go ahead and click on cross-check scrub agents, and what you'll see is you'll have this repopulate and you'll have the ready to upload start populating right away because we don't need to scrub those. They're already populated. And then the same thing here, it'll take its time populating the ones that we did not. And so what was our total earlier? Our total here was, let's say 361. The total between these two should also be 361, 362 with the headers and so forth. So we'll let this populate and see how it goes. But right now we only have 44 in here. We should have something closer to 130 for you ready to upload once it gets there. And so I deleted half of them in the beginning or the end or whatever. So we'll just let it continue and let it run and see how it goes. See how this one's also adding as well. It stopped for a bit. And so they'll continue going until they're both done. And then we'll again recheck and make sure everything's correct.
So when you upload them to the CRM, you can delete them out of there. Master scrubbed, keep on the far right. I can delete filtered, I can delete properties, I can delete everything out of there and upload a new list of properties and do that whole process over again. The only thing that's the master scrub, when I start to get to that scrubbing, it's going to look over here and say, you already scrubbed them, don't need to.
Correct. All right, so now you can see here we have 212, and in the ready to upload, we have the 150. That 212 plus 150 is 362-ish, and we have 361, take out the headers. So there we go. These properties are ready to upload into your CRM. These ones we need to scrub. We already scrubbed them earlier, so that's just for the example purposes. So once you're done and you downloaded, you're ready to upload list, everything except for the master scrub, you want to go ahead and just delete. So you can, when you want to use it next time, just go ahead into your scrub data, delete, ready to upload, delete filters, go ahead and delete. And then of course the properties as well, because you're going to upload a brand new property list next time. Everything should be blank except for the master. Keep the master updated. Don't delete anything in there. and you'll be good to go.
Beauty. I like it. And that master scrubbed tab is just there for your script to look at to say, I have something in the to scrubbed, but does it take it? It takes it out of there, right? If it's already in the master, it removes it.
Yeah, so it takes so when we press that button, the cross check, what it does is it looks at the filtered properties, the ones you just check the statuses, and you got the Zillow links, and then distributes to the Go Scrub and the Ready to Upload depending on if we've already scrubbed them prior. And so it just checks, it cross checks with the master scrub list and said, oh, agent name Mo. Oh, we don't need to scrub him. He's already in our master list. We scrubbed him prior. We know their number is correct. We know their email is correct. Why do we need to pay for that all over again? So it just checks it. And if it's checked and we've already scrubbed them, it just throws them in Ready to Upload right away.
God.